Hello and welcome to another episode of the Adrienne Ross Show, where sports and culture connect. As we all know by now, on Sunday, February 2nd, Caitlin Clark's number 22 jersey was retired. The ceremony took place after Iowa defeated USC in Iowa. The place was absolutely packed. It was quite an atmosphere. We could tell just from watching on television, and we were watching because we were live streaming it and chatting it up. The game was exciting. Iowa with the upset, but also afterwards, the actual retirement ceremony and listening to people speak. And one such person is Lisa Bluder, the woman who coached Caitlin and is largely responsible, I'm sure, for the success Caitlin has. She knew how to allow Caitlin to be Caitlin. And well, the rest is history, or history in the making, as they say. But I want to turn our attention to just a snippet of something Lisa Bluder said during her remarks. We are at Fox College Hoops.
Caitlin, just a couple of short years ago, I came into the arena. You were in here getting your shots up before practice, like you always are. And you paused for a second, and you looked up there, and you looked at those jerseys. I went over to you, put my arm around your shoulder, and said, Caitlin, someday your name's going to be up there. Your jersey's going to be up there. Today is that day, Caitlin. The positive.
So why am I sharing with you that snippet? That's something that has stayed with me. In addition to something else I'm going to point out, Lisa Bluder did something that we must understand seems so small, but is so huge. She said to Caitlin, you're looking up there at that? That's going to be you one day. She cast the vision. There's a reason the Bible says, write the vision and make it plain. She cast the vision. She gave Caitlin something to aspire to. Not that you want to totally focus on things like that, but you need somebody to plant a seed. And that's what Lisa Bluder did. She planted a seed. Caitlin just wants to play basketball. Caitlin would love to win games. That's why you do what you do, and for the enjoyment of the sport. But you also have someone who will speak into you, as great people will do, as great coaches will do, to cause you to see that there's something large you can attain. You drop the seed, you water the seed, and you watch it grow. My pastor is doing a series right now on love. And he talked about 3 needs that every person has. 1, acceptance. 2, approval. 3, affirmation. Caitlin had already been accepted into the program and accepted by her coaches and teammates. She obviously has their approval as well. But you also have to have the affirmation. And that moment, that simple moment, that's going to be you one day. It goes a long way. That's great for Caitlin. And it's great for Caitlin to be reminded of that. But I got to shift a little bit to this moment. A lot of comments were made. People noticed and gave praise for the fact that USC, after losing a game where they are obviously disappointed in the loss, they stayed for the ceremony, and people took note of that. And that right there is huge. And not just in the way you're hearing people talk about it, such as this. Owen Sebring posted on X, USC didn't have to stay on the court. JuJu didn't have to stay on the court. JuJu's parents didn't have to stay courtside. But they all did. They all remained out on the floor, even after what I'm sure was a crushing loss. They stuck around to honor Caitlin's jersey retirement. Much respect to JuJu and the folks around her. Classy women on a classy team, raised by classy parents. Now, I'm not going to show you all of this because it does have footage. It has footage of JuJu's parents, as you see here, and you see them clapping. And it has footage of the team. So let me expand this. And I froze it here for a reason. As you see JuJu here, well, her teammates also, eyes raised, this pensive look here. But the looking up is the part that stands out to me. JuJu and her teammates stayed on the court to honor Caitlin. But what they're doing also is they're getting a look. JuJu especially, really talking about JuJu, especially getting a look at what can be. So Coach Gottlieb, who said we're going to stay out there. We decided before the game we're going to stay out there. We're going to celebrate in this moment, and then of course losing the game and still choosing to stay out there and celebrate in this moment. She really, I don't know if she knows. I assume she knows as a coach. She didn't just honor Caitlin in that moment, but in that moment she cast a vision for JuJu Watkins. And there's been a lot said about JuJu being the next Caitlin and all this other stuff. And definitely I'm on record as saying that we can't have those conversations yet. But obviously, Caitlin and every great player wants it to continue beyond them. And JuJu, being someone with the spotlight on her, someone who has dreams and aspirations herself, she gets to sit there, not just for Caitlin, but she gets to see what can be. In other words, she has the experience that Caitlin had when her coach said, what you see up there is what you can have also. Now, I don't know if Coach Gottlieb ever said to JuJu, hey, look up there in USC, you're going to see Cheryl Miller's jersey, Cynthia Cooper's jersey, Lisa Leslie's jersey, Tina Thompson's jersey. Some great players have come through USC. I don't know if she ever did for JuJu what Lisa Bluder did for Caitlin. But I do know that in this moment, as they're looking up, they get to see, JuJu in particular, gets to see what can be. And that's what this is about. That's what honoring other people is about. That's what having, hey, if she can do it, I can do it. That's a goal. That's a vision. That's what protecting women's sports is about, so that we have these moments where you can look up, lift up your eyes and see what's possible. I think it's beautiful. Obviously, Lisa Bluder was flashing Caitlin back to a moment, but also it's casting a vision for the future for a JuJu Watkins and others to come to see what they could possibly do with hard work and talent, and of course, always the grace of God. Let's take a look now at what Coach Gottlieb said about the decision to stay on the court. SI.com. This day isn't lost on us from a non-basketball game piece of it. I'm really impressed with the atmosphere here, the love for women's basketball, the appreciation for what Caitlin's done, Gottlieb said. We had decided prior to the outcome of the game that we were going to stay out there and be a part of that to honor her and where women's basketball is. What about JuJu? What were her thoughts? Also, SI.com. After the game, JuJu Watkins talked about the atmosphere and how cool it was to see Clark get her jersey retired up close. The energy from everybody, it was electrifying, Watkins said, a testament to what Caitlin has done and the direction that the sport is heading in. I'm super grateful to have a part in it. Also, let's go down. She also said, I'm a big fan of hers. So to see her get her flowers, it's amazing. Absolutely. Classy comments. It is amazing to see her be honored in that way, but it's also amazing because she got to see her be honored in that way. She got to cast her eyes at what can be. And that is inspirational. You say, wow, yeah, it can be me too. And I think that's so important what Lisa Bluder did, planting that seed. And then, of course, with Gottlieb, allowing them all to stay so that they can see, so that that seed can be planted in JuJu Watkins also. And one day, perhaps, we will be watching her jersey be retired as well. We sometimes get so caught up in the basketball aspects of things that we forget that this is so much bigger than a game. But the game allows us to learn so much and to inspire us. It does. So, yeah, this is why this is where sports and culture connect. What are your thoughts? Get in the comments. Also, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please do so. It would be great to have you as a part of this growth. I do appreciate every single one of you. I will catch you next time, God willing. God bless you abundantly.